Nonverbal communication is how we create meaning to the nonverbal messages that we send. That being said, nonverbal communication is something that we use all the time and in all different types of situations. Today, I want to go over the aspects of using nonverbal communication in the workplace. So first, I want to go over some of the overall reaching ideas of using nonverbal communication at work. First off, communication is split into two types here, dominant and submissive. Dominant being on the more authoritative side, and submissive being the subordinate or lower status worker. Next, there is an overall desire to have shared meaning so that harmony is kept. And lastly, according to Leslie Schwartz's article on nonverbal interactions in the workplace, people use nonverbal cues to arrive at judgments on how they relate to their coworkers. Our first topic is eye behavior. Now, it's extremely important to maintain eye contact to show that you're, showing interest in someone and what they're saying, but it's also important to convey trustworthiness. Now, depending on what kind of job a person has, this can be even more crucial. For example, if you were to be a business salesman, it is your job to make sure that you sell products. And customers are even more likely to buy a product when they feel that they can trust the person that's selling it to them. Our book, Nonverbal Behavior and Interpersonal Relations, by Richard, McCorsky, and Hickson, expresses that people of a higher status can choose how much eye contact is needed in a situation. Meanwhile, someone of a lower status is more prone to make direct eye contact. Next is vocal behavior. So when someone is of a higher status, they usually tend to have a more confident voice, and this adds to credibility. Which makes sense because you're more likely to trust someone when they sound sure of themselves about something. Now, when we move on to phone conversations, tone is extremely important, especially if you have a job over the phone customer service or telemarketers. Having a voice that sucks someone in to want to buy something or just being able to calm someone down is essential to the job. Lastly is spatial and environmental behavior. Now, the more space that you have, the more power that falls with it. For example, a supervisor may have a larger office space. Going along with that, they're also more likely to have a position where they can oversee everyone that works under them. It's also not uncommon for them to establish power by, for example, in their office, they'll have their desk and then a chair on either side. So they'll have their chair and another employee's chair. And this will have like this separation of intimacy. And lastly, the supervisor can also enter their subordinate's interpersonal space. And this is usually so that they can oversee work being done. To wrap everything up, I want to take a look at one last point. Susan Heathfield, in her article on nonverbal communication in the workplace, comments that most North Americans prefer about 18 inches of space around our physical person when we communicate with others. Anything closer is viewed as too close, and especially in a work setting, too intimate. Nonverbal communication paints a picture to the people that see us. Regardless of location or activity or what's going on, the little things that we do, such as the space that we use, dictate how people see us, especially in a work setting.